How you doing?
Hello. I'm pretty
You good?
good.
You good? I dig the hat.
Good.
It's a good hat.
My friend made it for me for my birthday.
I like it.
It took months to get here, but it's worth it.
I swear that handmade things are better. I have a blanket that a friend of mine made me, and it is my favorite thing. I love it so much. It lives on my
Hell
reading chair.
yeah.
I have a reading chair. I'm a nerd. Okay. So, the point of this exercise is I just wanted to ask you a few leading questions so that our audience can get to know you and your character a little bit better. Just so that they can, get a bit more invested, figure out who they like the most, all that kind of jazz. So it's super informal, like very low stress, low maintenance. Don't fret about it too much. There are no wrong answers. It's just about, getting to know you a little bit better and getting to know Helvety a little bit better too, whose name I still don't say right. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're saying it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It's good.
so let's start with tell me how you ended up in this contest. Where did you hear about us and how did you end up here?
So I actually heard about it from John, who is playing Dion, and he knows. I mean, we have 2 games a week.
Oh, yeah.
So he knows I like to play, and he knows that I like to do things when I have nothing to do.
Cool.
It's good because like now I have stuff to do, but now I get to juggle, and I'm really happy that I get to juggle things properly.
Cool.
I like being busy. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Yet,
I'm the same. I'm the same.
yeah.
I'm the same.
But
Cool. So you're here because of John. So what happens if you end up having to fight John?
I'm gonna fight him to the death, man. he is like we are talking. I feel like it's cheating, but we're like our characters and us are having like conversations, but like out of combat.
Yeah.
Well, not as much our characters, just mainly us.
Yeah.
I'm just pretending like it's our characters too, because that makes sense.
That's fair.
But yeah, and get like, we're like, oh man, I wish I did that. That would have been cool. Like, oh, what you did was so cool, and stuff like that.
Awesome. Cool. So are you hoping you get to fight him or not?
Well, I kind of do, because that means that both of us made it to the final round.
No. That would be cool.
Or
we
just both made it to round 3 and there's another round to go.
Yeah. Cool.
Either way.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat me then.
Yeah, he's got quite a strong character. We'll get to that in a minute, though. Let's talk about your character. So tell us a bit about her. Where did she come from in terms of like how you constructed her, and also where did she come from in the world, if that makes sense? Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense?
In that world?
In her world. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to make her, and then also how did she end up where she is?
Okay. Well, in my head, like my imagination took over. I'm like, what haven't I played yet? Is always kind of the first thing that I go to, because I love to experiment with different characters. And I've never played anything from the Underdark. And I've never played a gnome, so combination.
Moosh those together. Cool.
I've never even played a bard, so
Wow.
it's like this is so new.
Cool.
But yeah, I just can't remember what exact. Like I think when I created her, me and my mom and my sister were rewatching The Good Place.
Yep.
So I was thinking about like moralistic boundaries and where she might lie on the spectrum. And this actually kind of goes into her character in general. So like as a deep gnome, I mean they're pretty much neutral usually, as like as they say in the D&D manual. Sorry if my cat starts meowing too much.
That's fine. We like cats.
She just loves to cry, and it's adorable, but it's also quite annoying. But yeah, so I was thinking about, well, you don't really, in one of our campaigns that we actually put a pause on, I was I think it was a fallen Aasimar.
Mm-hmm. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun to play, and I do want to get back to that game eventually, but you know, brain stuff, timing, all that jazz.
I don't know how it goes.
Yeah, but we were actually kidnapped by the Drow in the Underdark.
Oh yeah.
Like when we started that game. So we interacted with a bunch of different races in the Underdark, and this could be just my shitty memory, but I don't remember interacting with the gnomes. So I think we might have had one. No, we had a evil, not gnome that was pretending to be a gnome who almost killed all of us. And so that was great.
Thank you. He brought me a drink. He's a good boyfriend. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. So that was how you got to Deep Gnome.
Yeah, I think that's how I got to Deep Gnome. And then I didn't want her. I've been playing a lot of like melancholy characters and like ones that are like trying to not find themselves, because everyone's trying to find themselves, but like just so sad, like all the time. And we just started playing a Cthulhu game where I was playing a teenager. So I'm like, I don't want to be a teenager.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too young, but I don't want to be really old like I am in my other game.
Yeah. So she was really just about like plugging the gaps of the things you weren't doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
And then I'm just like, well, Bard, I don't want to just be a, singer, like a cafe singer, because I mean, I could have more fun with it. So I'm thinking like a Lindsay Sterling / Evanescence kind of thing, like hard rock, scary, but also like really pretty and fun and stuff.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
So do you actually in real life play instruments? Or is this
purely... do. I do. I read music. I blame my parents for that. So I can't play guitar, not at all.
So what do you play?
I can play the piano, the harp, the violin. Cool. The only is I play the flute a little bit. I haven't played in a long time, and the sax a little bit.
Wow, cool.
Again, I haven't played those in a long time though. The only instrument I have currently with me is my ukulele.
Yeah.
And that I like to strum when I'm feeling really stressed. So, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, cool. So now from a like in-character point of view, how did she end up in the arena? Why is she there? What does she want out of this experience? Do you think?
I think Helvety or Gondol Helvety. She wants... I mean, she's still at that youngish age, like she's a young adult. She really wants to experience everything. So she's like, throw my hat in the ring. I feel like she was just like wandering through, saw a poster, heard some people talking about it, and just like, fuck it, do it. Why not?
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I think, like, especially since she's newer to the outside world, that she really wants to get her name out there, get her hat in the ring. Like, yeah, tell us, like, I'm going to be singing about myself, so I want everyone else to sing about me too.
Make some stories. Cool.
Exactly. Always
That's
make
awesome.
it a good story.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting choice because for a competition like this, a bard is not the most obvious thing to go with.
Which is funny because there are two bards.
I know, right? And it's really funny because I only just interviewed Griffin before my stream earlier, so I've already had the bard conversation today. But yeah, like it's not the most obvious kind of choice for something like this, which I like because I like not obvious things.
Yeah, it's kind of fun because you can like manipulate situations and think of, rather than the just like, I'm going to beat you or I'm going to cast a spell at you, you can go like,
you have to be a bit more strategic.
Yeah. Spell that makes you do this, and this will lead to this, and then I can do this, and that's when you can hit them hard.
Cool.
I think that's the only way I can win.
Yeah, pretty much.
Things pay off.
Yeah. So who do you fight in the next round? Do you know off the top of your head? I can't remember.
Thyla Thornbrush? Is it Thornbrush?
Ah, you're fighting the hummingbird.
Yeah, the hummingbird cleric.
That'll be interesting. A bard versus a cleric.
Which is why I picked very special equipment for that round.
Don't talk about it. This might go live before your thing, and then she'll see. And, yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say what.
Give her anything away. Yeah. Sweet. So, one of the things that we're doing, or hoping to do in the next episode, so that'll be this weekend, if we can get it organized in time, is we're going to allow our chat, our audience, to bet on who they think is going to win competitions using channel points, right? Because Twitch has channel points. So we're going to use channel points and turn them into gold pieces, and then people can bet. So if you were not in this competition and you were going to bet on who's going to win the whole contest out of the 8 who are left, who would you be betting on?
I mean, to be frank, I'd vote on Dion.
You're not the first person to say that.
Like, he's really clever. He knows what he's doing. It's shown in all the matches and in all those choices and stuff. Smart
Everybody
dude.
has said one of two people. It's really interesting.
Who's the other one?
Eclipsus. And they're fighting each other in the next match.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, everybody has either said Dion or Eclipsus so far, which I find really interesting that there's this consensus amongst the participants about who they think are the strongest competitors.
Yeah, they'll probably make it to the finals.
Well, no, they won't, because they're fighting each other in this round.
In this round?
Yep.
This weekend?
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know if it's this weekend, but they're definitely fighting each other in this round, so only one of them is going to go through. But yeah, those are the two people that people keep mentioning.
Wow.
Which is interesting.
Gosh, I wish I wasn't at work on Friday, because Friday for me, Saturday for you.
It'll be an interesting fight. I can't remember if it's this weekend or next weekend, but yeah, it's going to be.
Because I'm fighting next weekend. Yeah. Because I got to do this because people are really, really nice to me.
Yes, people are really, really nice in this group generally, I think. I've been really impressed with how just awesome the vibe has been. There's been no, smack talk, bad smack talk. There's been a bit of good-natured smack talk, but that's okay. But no, everyone's been super sporting and lovely, which is kind of great.
Yeah.
It pleases me. So, I guess I'm curious about what it is like from the others, because I'm obviously sitting in the planning seat and I know everything that's coming, and well, in terms of what the competitions are and all that kind of stuff. What's it like as a player? What's it like being on the other side of that and not knowing necessarily? Last week especially, you guys had absolutely no idea what I was going to do to you. So.
Well, last week was really fun. It was extremely stressful, and
it was very high stakes,
but in a good way. And the fact that most helpful or something, and I'm oh.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it was just
lifting the thing. Yeah.
I
That levitate
so
spell was
wanted,
clever. It was cool.
I just so wanted to be more helpful
Mm.
because I kept failing rolls or something, and it just
Yeah, the dice sometimes just are not on your side. I thought it was an
it
interesting way to give the characters, those buff characters, right? So like clerics and bards and so on, an opportunity to shine in that way. But it was
yeah
interesting because obviously none of you came prepped for that.
yeah
Because that isn't the nature of the arena in general. So yeah, it was kind of fun watching people try and find ways to do it anyway, using what they had, which was cool. I found it cool.
yeah um
Mm.
oh but yeah, as a player, gosh, I just wish I was a better player because I'm quite often reading the chats late and going like, what's happening? Um,
It's fine. People have lives.
I don't have a life. I just have work. It's fine. But
That counts.
eh,
Um,
and sleep.
and sleep.
Which
Mm.
I don't get enough of. But it's fine. But yeah,
It's all good.
it's quite honestly, you are planning it like really well.
Thank you.
And I am very glad that you put up with my bullshit because I'm constantly messaging you, going like, "Okay, is this okay? Is this okay?"
Yeah, but to be fair, I was like, you guys have to clear these items with me, so you're just doing what I asked you to do.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
yeah. As
Uh,
long I'm just glad my next ones were approved and it's good because
I'm
otherwise I
very
would
much.
die.
I'm looking forward to the next rounds, the next bouts, because I think they're going to be much crunchier than the first round were,
Mhm.
and it'll be good fun.
It will be great fun. I
Yeah.
can't wait till next week. I'm very excited.
Yay. I'm trying to think if I left anything out. I've had the same questions for everyone, and I wrote them down, and then I didn't actually pull up the document because I'm dumb. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Is there anything you would like the audience to know about you or your character that might, I don't know, be of interest to them going into round two? Anything at all. It's allowed to be a no, but I'm just, open-ended question if there's anything.
I think both me and my character want people to look outside themselves and just at nature, at other people, and see what's going on and appreciate what we have and fight for what we don't.
Fair enough. That's a good life like worldview. I like that.
That's all I could think of.
No, that's good. You have a really interesting job, right? Aren't you like tell us about your job. What do you do?
Oh, I am a school photographer.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a bunch of remember those pictures that you got when you're in elementary school,
Mm-hmm.
and like you'd always have them mailed to you later. And,
Yep. They still do
yeah.
that here. Well, I assume they obviously do it there too because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
your
they
job.
obviously do here. But yeah, that's what I do.
That's cool.
I just started, like, let's see, it's almost October, so I
Mm-hmm.
started in September. So I started last month, officially, and they're putting me like, I am so afraid that I'm going to mess up like at every second, but they're
I'm
putting
sure you're fine.
they're putting me on jobs by myself,
Hmm.
probably so they can get me ready for traveling, because part of the they only have like one business center in Alaska.
Yeah.
So we have to travel everywhere, every school in
That's kind of
Alaska.
cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm slated to go to Kodiak, which is an island. I want to say it's south. It's for a lot of people, they're not gonna know where it is anyway. So I just say look it up.
Yeah. That's
But-
cooler.
Yeah, for whenever retake day is, my boss said that she wants me to be going there. So I'm just like, yay!
That's cool. So you get to travel
'Cause
around
travel.
and work with kids. That's like my
The
dream.
traveling is the thing I love most.
Yeah.
The kids can be amazing,
Mm.
but sometimes they're not. But
Sure.
some, like
That's,
a lot of
you know.
times, they make their day. They make your day when
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Yep. Yep. As someone who's worked with kids a lot,
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy children.
But yep, that's my current job.
Cool. All right. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for
Thank you
being
for
part of this crazy experiment that we just kind of are making up as we go along.
Thank you for doing the interviews and running the entire thing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's quite stressful sometimes, but it's fun. Yeah, and we will see you. I know you're working on Saturday, so you're not this Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll see you the following weekend for your
Yeah.
fight with Tilla.
Yes.
Cool.
My hopeful defeat of Tilla, maybe destruction of myself, depending on how the rolls go.
We
You
shall
never know.
see. We shall see.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you for your time. You're awesome.
Thank